For the past 10 years, we've been proud to live life in our imaginations, using them to take the smallest objects and dream them into something bigger at any cost. All it takes is one exchange for us to fall in love with the world and your own life. We're the ones who will never pull you back. And we've never, ever been happier to keep calm and YouTube on for the next 10 years.
I have never, ever been happier!
Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget, and where we're about to wrap up our 10th anniversary celebration. That's right, 10 years of awesomely amateurish altruism, right here on TSR, and previously on my late channel, Remote Control TV 1. When the world looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember the example that these old pals set. For you truly have a friend out there, somewhere, and someone that you would think would be least likely to become your new bestie. Those opposites attract kind of friendships, along with more conventional ones, are all highlighted in this book, The World's Best BFFs by Nadia Bailey. This Smith Street Books publication, a UK-based publication, which I picked up for $1.99 American US dollars here in Paterson, New Jersey, chronicles a total of 40 truly perfect friendships, fictional and non-fictional, spanning generations and multiple disciplines of the arts, including politics. That's right, folks, people can be besties even in the cutthroat world of politics. So let's get started. We're going to highlight 4 of these 40 friendships, starting with Oprah and Gail, Oprah Winfrey and Gail King. They first met as co-workers in the same Baltimore news station, and now Oprah is a one-woman media conglomerate and Gail is still her right-hand ring woman. It's safe to say if Oprah ever runs for president, which is highly unlikely and very much not recommended, at least by me, although I wouldn't really mind, Gail would definitely run her campaign, less being vice president. I mean, Kamala Harris is doing pretty good for herself. Anyway, all of these stories come with a brief summary of how they met, how they became fast friends, and what makes their friendship work. As I said, this spans fictional and non-fictional friendships. On the fictional side of things, here's something for you X-Files fans: Mulder and Scully, Agents Dana Scully and Mr. Fox Mulder of the X-Files. Over time they became more than friends, but the will they, won't they tension that simmered throughout their time on the X-Files, Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny, that was one of the paramount reasons to keep tuning in week after week. That and across all those extraterrestrial investigations. This also contains plenty of quotes from all of the fictional and non-fictional BFFs spread throughout this book. The majority of them found at the bottom of the friendship stories, like this next one. Barry and Joe, former President Barack Obama and former Vice President, now big-time President, Big Joe Biden. The Hawaiian-born Illinois State Senator becoming the first African-American president and selecting longtime bestie, the scrappy little kid from Scranton, Pennsylvania, to become his right-hand man. And well, Big Joe's doing pretty well for himself now. That friendship really paid off. It's not often we get giddy over politicians, but in the case of former US President Barack Obama and his VP Joe Biden, the fandom is 100% real. And all the more poignant given that their time in office is over. Oh, but Joe's time in office has already begun. And finally, we have here Selena and Taylor. Needless to say, Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. To quote Selgo, every single problem I ever have is healable by Taylor Swift. I think she speaks for a good many Swifties out there, because those Swifties who've ever had their hearts broken always relied on their idol to create a breakup anthem which ultimately lands Taylor another Grammy and lifts the hearts of all the Swifties worldwide. This friendship is definitely key to note because, as you know, Taylor's girlfriend squad is one of the most coveted squads to ever land some legitimacy in. But among the top of that squad is Selena Gomez. Always and forever, #1. This illustration, along with the other 39 illustrations of all of the duos featured in here, were illustrated by Chubby Jupson. No live-action photographs at all. And there's plenty more friendships where that came from. There are so many types of friendships in this world, and while we might all have slightly different squad goals, we can all agree that what makes a truly great BFF, a truly great bestie, is someone who makes us a better person, more loyal, true, generous, and funny, and more able to face the world. This book celebrates 40 of the most awesome and inspiring friendships, both real and fictional, throughout history, including Abby and Lana, Tina and Amy, featured on the cover, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Saturday Night Live, Sir Ian and Sir Patrick, that would be Sirs Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, Matt and Ben, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, Oprah and Gail, as I just highlighted, and many, many more. This retails for £9.99 in the UK. And I give it 5 out of 5 class because of the charming illustrations in lieu of the live-action photographs. Nice change of pace. Good work by Chubby Jupson. And cool name, by the way. There is one other duo that I want to petition to have featured in a follow-up to this, and that would be David Romero and I, DRN91. It's been 17 years since we became besties, and he's been one of the more unconventional besties I ever had. And it's safe to say that I really couldn't imagine myself without him. All of my work here on YouTube and away from here would be for naught if it weren't for David, DRN91, who's also celebrating his 10th anniversary this month. I could go on and on about why his friendship is important to me, but I'm gonna let him have the last word on that. But before I hand it over to him, I want my say in thanking all of you guys for sticking with us throughout these past 10 years. Again, I could go on and on why you guys are important to us, but simply put, David and I's work would be all for nothing if it weren't for you sticking around. From the days of Remote Control TV and DRN91, the Romero Roundup, and so forth, to here, TSR, and beyond, to the next 20 years, God willing. Thank you very, very much from all of us at the Thrift Store Rundown, and of course, at DRN91 and Remote Control TV. And a very special thank you for watching this entire series from start to finish. The best is yet to come on the Thrift side!
I still wonder where you are and how you are, no matter how far you are. I remember how we said we'd always be friends, no matter how far. Even though the best is yet to come, you will never change our past, and no matter what our worlds become, I know this will always